All right, I'll say it. Passion is overrated. Chase your passion and success will follow. You've probably heard that, or some version of that spoken at a graduation speech, or written on some inspirational chalkboard art, or here it is in the title of an article from Investopedia. I call bull. Listen, I'm not saying passion is bad or unimportant, but I don't believe it is the most important ingredient for success, and I think some people could use a refresher. So follow along and hit the like button, because in a few minutes I'll share a recipe for delicious, delicious success cake. But first, let's talk about the problem with passion distraction. For starters, it's a feeling. It's a strong feeling. And feelings can be fleeting. Just ask my 5-year-old. How we feel about something and the intensity of our feelings can wildly fluctuate with our blood sugar or the weather or hundreds of other factors that are outside of our control. Something that really fires us up today could leave us feeling cold tomorrow or later this afternoon, like a Krispy Kreme donut. Our emotions and our attention spans do not last long. Speaking of short attention, we live in a clickbaity, soundbitey, endlessly scrolling world. I had to work hard and force myself to actually read through this whole Investopedia article. But you know what? They make some good points. It's a lot more nuanced than I assumed it would be. And I had made assumptions originally because I'm just like you. I don't actually read. I just skim the headlines and let my preconceived notions fill in the rest. So with all of these pithy quotes about passion being the key to success and other surface level blips of pop wisdom filling our feeds, we're creating a lot of opportunities for confusion and, let's call it, incomplete thinking. One possible outcome of incomplete thinking is a whole wave of aspiring entrepreneurs who are underprepared to actually achieve the success they dream of, who are not ready or willing to take action on really great opportunities because they don't pass the passion test right now, even though it could pave the way to a joy and purpose-filled life in the future. I know a lot of people who are passionate and ambitious and have some interesting ideas for what they want to be a business that will allow them to live a certain lifestyle, but they don't have a plan. They only read the headline, and they haven't fully considered everything it will take to get from here to there. And I'm worried for them, because this is what I see happen sometimes. They hit a snag, no big deal. They tap into their passion and keep going. And they tap into their savings to make it another month, and then rinse and repeat and run out of money and run out of steam. And now they're in a really difficult spot. And it's not just a matter of needing more runway or a little more fuel in the tank. This plane was never going to get off the ground in the first place. Donald Miller in How to Grow Your Small Business uses the analogy of a plane to describe the different components of a successful business. You need wings, engines, fuel, competent people in the cockpit, and everything needs to work together and be held in balance. Pick up this book. It's a good one. But if you don't understand this and all you are blindly relying on is passion, I'm just picturing somebody hopping a chain link fence and Tom Cruise running down the airport tarmac while scream singing "I Believe I Can Fly" with the TSA hot on their heels. But at least they're smiling. Let me be clear, I'm not trying to be the passion police telling you not to live your dream life. Quite the opposite. I want you to be successful beyond your wildest dreams. But you need more than dreams to get you there. Let's hop down to the kitchen. All right, so we'll take 1 cup of passion, or you can substitute enthusiasm or deep interest if you already have that in the pantry. 2 cups of skill or talent. 1 farm fresh revenue stream. Oh, and we can't forget 3/4 cups warm market interest, because in order to make dough, you need people who are going to pay. Stir that up. I'm going to pour that in a well-greased baking pan. We're going to bake this at 350 for about 12 months to 10 years. Perfect. If this recipe sounds familiar, it's because it's been around for a while, about 1,000 years or so. It's the Japanese concept of ikigai. Not that ikigai. This ikigai. It's a combination of the words for life and benefit or worth. And together, it refers to the thing that gives your life value and meaning. And it doesn't just fall on your lap. You have to do some work, and not just the work of chasing what you love or what you're passionate about. That's just one part. Ikigai is the intersection of what you love, what you're good at, what you can get paid for, enough to make a living, and what the world needs. If you can find a way to combine these 4 ingredients, love, skills, money, and needs, you have the recipe for a life full of joy and purpose. And I believe purpose is so much deeper and richer than passion. In fact, I think that's what we really mean a lot of the times when we talk about passion. We're really talking about purpose. Follow your purpose, and success will follow. I don't disagree with that one bit. Run a search and replace on all of these quotes, and now we're talking. Am I splitting hairs? Maybe a little bit. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree, but I think it's important to be more precise with our language, at least when it matters. And when you're trying to chart a course for a life well lived, if we're telling ourselves and other people to pursue passion when we really should be pursuing purpose, we're shortchanging ourselves. Do you want a life of passion? Or do you want a life of sustainable passion and purpose and joy? Don't just read the headline. Dig deeper, make a plan, and do the work. But until people start actually reading again, I'm going to fight fire with fire and use clickbaity titles and a thumbnail that makes people think I don't want them to be happy. But just so you know, I do. And if there's anything I can do to help you along your journey to sustainable success, feel free to reach out, because self-employment doesn't have to be by your self-employment. I'll see you in the next one.